A woman calls herself independent, that's a red flag to me. We don't like independent women. We do like self-sufficient women, but there's a major difference between the two. We don't mind self-sufficiency. A woman that has her own career, her own place, cars, money, businesses, we don't mind that. But the minute you start to idolize your independence is where we see red flags, because there's a certain spirit that comes along with that. It's the I don't need anybody paradigm.
Okay, so he went on to continue to say a bunch of other nonsense about how he doesn't, he would never make his woman feel like he doesn't need her or whatever. But you want to know what I find is always missing from this independent woman conversation and the men that make videos talking about this? I never hear them say all the things that a woman could depend on them for. Like the conversation never gets that far. Like the men who complain about women being independent and, women not needing no man or whatever, the conversation is never because, I'm looking for a woman that I can provide her every need and her every want. I'm looking for a woman that I can retire and, take out of that job. I don't want that woman working. I'm looking for a woman where she don't barely have to drive if she don't want to. I'll take her where she needs to go. Like, you just don't hear the next part of the conversation. And it reminds me of when Lizzo made that song and she said, "Why men great till they gotta be great?" And so many women related to it, because what I find this whole independent woman conversation to boil down to is that a lot of men want women to be so dependent and reliant on them until women actually depend and rely on them. Because these are the same men that complain about paying for dates. These are the same men that complain that everybody's a gold digger. These are the same men that complain that all these women want is your money. All these women are looking for is your money. These are the same men that complain that, oh, these women, wouldn't even be able to survive without a man, blah, blah, blah. Like, they complain about women actually needing them. So it's like you want women to be in this state of dependence and reliance upon a bunch of people who can't be depended on, a bunch of people who can't be relied on. Because the minute you actually need them, it's a problem. The minute, oh, you need me to pay your light bill. How are you paying that light bill before you met me? But you need to be needed so bad until somebody actually needs you. So maybe instead of complaining about why so many women are so independent and they don't need a man, which, mind you, I don't even hear women in real life actually saying this. Like, women are just doing their own thing. Like, they're being independent, they're taking care of themselves, but ain't nobody walking around here talking about, I'm a strong independent woman who don't need no man. Like, that's nobody's really saying that. Like, be so for real. Women are just taking care of their stuff. They're buying their own houses. They're getting their own careers. They're doing what they need to do to take care of themselves. It ain't really got much to do with the man. But I'm pretty sure if you are that guy that comes into that woman's life and shows her that you can be depended on, that you can be relied on, not just when it's convenient for you, but when she actually needs you, that you actually will show up, you will actually be reliable, you will actually be dependable, that woman would have no reason to be walking around calling herself a strong, independent woman. Why would she? So stop complaining about it and maybe work on being that guy that a woman could depend on, and you won't have no problems with an independent woman. There's an idea.